Big reveal. Holy this is gonna be good. You get these like really nice pieces. So this is a special clay pot that I brought back from Japan. I used to work at this restaurant called Gion Sasaki. Chef Sasaki took me to where they make these pots, and I got to meet the potter. And we would cook rice in these pots. Thick base to it, so it allows the rice to cook really evenly. This lid is also designed like this, so the condensation kind of moves to the side of the pot. It doesn't drip on it while it's cooking. Basically a non-stick surface, but we will get a little toasted rice aroma from this, which is also really nice. Some chefs will cook their sushi rice like this still. We don't, but we serve this clay pot rice on our menu after our sushi course. I think it's a really nice balance of two different styles of rice. A really nice textured rice from this if done properly. Add 250 grams of rice. I'm looking for 1.5 times the amount of water to rice. For this specific rice, this is a California grain, short grain rice. It's not the same rice we use at our restaurant for this dish. It's a great rice to use. Wash the rice. You can do this in a colander, but this is the most gentle way of doing it. Also the most time-consuming way, but in a colander, it's gonna kind of scrape the rice. It may break some kernels. Washing this by hand in this already smooth bowl is gonna ensure we're not breaking any kernels. The first wash is gonna be the most milky. It's where a lot of the starch on the rice is. Some chefs will use this water to blanch things like daikon, and it'll keep the really white color of the daikon. So really carefully doing this, making sure we're not losing a single grain of rice. Japan, there's a philosophy of really not wasting anything. So the first couple of days when I was working at the restaurant in Japan, I would leave like a couple grains of rice in my bowl after lunch, and chefs were getting pissed off, and then they finally told me, like, you have to finish everything we give you. So I started eating every single grain of rice and not wasting it. This is the second wash. You can see it's a lot less cloudy. And then hopefully by 3 or 4 washes, we'll have a pretty clear water. Oh, dropped one kernel, but I got it. We're putting that back in. So this is the third wash. Now, as you can see, that's pretty clear. Some chefs will wash this till it's perfectly clear. I like 3 times. I want a little of that starch in the rice. For me, it adds some flavor to the rice. We have our dashi that's been cooled down. Little bit of mirin. We have our soy sauce. It's gonna just season the rice, and some nice sea salt. Give that a good mix. And in the spirit of kombu, we'll add a little kombu to that. Now we'll let this kind of hydrate the rice for about 20 minutes, and it's gonna allow the rice to cook more evenly. So once this starts steaming, I'm gonna put the lid on it, and we're gonna cook this at 3 different temperatures for 15 minutes. So 5 minutes on medium high, 5 minutes on medium, and 5 minutes on low. Then it's gonna rest for 10 minutes. We'll also have like a nice little crust on the bottom. It's just how you cook it. Don't ask me. Just starting to steam it. We're gonna put the lid on. This will be useful later, but for right now we want to close it. So I got my handy dandy chopstick tool. We're gonna get that nice and tight in there, seal it up. All right, now the rice is done. We're just gonna leave this with the lid on for about 10 minutes. Big reveal. Wow, holy this is gonna be good. Take our kombu off. I'm gonna mix the rice up a little bit. I want the rice to be a little fluffy. See, we get to the bottom. You get these like really nice pieces. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything today, and it's like 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna make myself a giant bowl of rice. Well, a little more.